Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to do September spread for the bullet journal. Before we get to the video, I want to share with you guys all the stationery that I have used for creating the spread for September. I have attached links for all the stationery that I've used in the description box below. So if you guys have any questions related to the stationery, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section and I would clear up your doubts. I have not ordered everything online. I've actually got few of the things from the shops itself, so I would find the closest thing that looks similar to the stationeries that I have and would attach the links for them. Okay, so now that you guys know what stationery we are using, let's get started with a bujo work. That's my bullet journal. Okay, so I was a bit confused on which theme I should choose for September. So if you guys remember, a few weeks ago I put out a poll on Instagram account and I asked you guys to help me pick one theme, and I got most of the votes for fall. So here I am going ahead with what you guys chose for me, and that was the fall theme. So thank you for that. So for the cover page of September, I chose to go out with the most simple yet elegant layout where you have a tree and lots of leaves falling off the tree. Some are still on the tree and it resembles the fall season, and it's one of my most favorite season of the year, and I chose the colors that I know I would love to see every day in my journal, and those are the colors that the leaves actually have in the fall season. And then I'm going to add in the header and the title for September, and that's the header that I chose. It's pretty easy to make and it's really good looking as well. And now I'm going to add in some borders to the leaves and add some more texture using a 0.2 mm black fine liner. And since it's 0.2 mm, it's really easy to give shapes and textures to very small figures. So that's the first part of our cover page and it's almost ready. Then moving on to the next page where I have a quote that reads, "The trees are about to show us how lovely it is to let the dead things go." And it's a really lovely quote, and I'm just going to decorate the page by adding in some colors and also a lot of leaves around in there just to stick to the fall theme. And then I'm going to repeat the same thing that we did previously, where we add the borders and add some textures and using a fine liner, and just to give it a really nice whole look overall. Moving on to the next page, I've again skipped the calendar spread that we have usually in the bullet journals. I just don't have anything useful to write in the calendar spread, so I straight away move on to the weekly spread. And so here I have used both the pages and I have split the page into half, and I've added the days of the week starting from Tuesday up until Monday, because the 1st of September is Tuesday and I don't want to confuse myself by numbering it wrongly. So that's the week 1 weekly spread, and I have used a number stamp to add in the dates. This is something that I just got like few days ago and I just wanted to play around with it, so that's what I've got. And if you guys see, I'm going to add in a small tiny calendar at the bottom of the page, and I'm going to highlight the week that I am in, and then I'm going to add in a lot of leaves, colorful leaves, and add borders around them and just make it look really fall like, because that's the theme for this month. So that's the spread for our week 1. Now moving on to our week 2. Again, I'm going to add in a tiny calendar at the bottom of the page because I have a lot of space left over in this week 2 spread, so I'm going to add in the calendar there as well. At the top I have the week number, which I will highlight it later when I'm on the week, adding entries in this particular week. And then I've split the entire 2 pages into 7 boxes, and I am then going to color half of the container, either using 2 colors, because if I just use one color it's going to look really dull, so I'm going to use 2 different colors and alternate the colors. And I have some extra space in the corner. I'm going to add in a quote which reads, "Find joy in the ordinary." And I'm going to color it up and add some hearts and add some leaves as well later on to make it look pretty. Wow, we are almost done with the week 2 spread for September, and now we are moving on to our next page, and that's the mood and the habit tracker. For the mood tracker, I am sticking with a big maple leaf, and I'm going to split that maple leaf into 30 different sections for each day of the month to record my mood. And I'm sticking to the same header layout that we used for September on the cover page, and I'm going to be using that throughout the September spread. And so there we go, our header is done, and I'm trying to play around with washi tape a bit. And then moving on to the next page where we have our habit tracker, again sticking with the same header but a different color brush pen, and I'm just going to write it over with a fine liner and add the heading saying habit tracker. And I just realized I forgot to number my mood tracker, so here I am numbering my mood tracker and adding in the legends and the respective colors for each of the legends. And now moving on to a habit tracker, I have 6 habit trackers here because I'm going to track 6 of my habits like the last month, and it's really good to have this, it kind of lets you know how much stuff are you really doing and what are you trying to avoid to do. And for the August spread, I literally didn't manage to strike out anything from the running habit that I added, and I'll try to maybe broaden up it a bit and add exercise instead of just running this month. If you guys notice, I've added one small element next to each of the habit tracker, and it's related to the fall theme, so I'm going to color that in and make the page look lively and bright. And we are done with our habit and mood tracker, and we can now move on to our week 3 layout, where I have used a yellow color brush pen and for each day of the week, and I'm just going to keep doing that on the next page as well. I'm not adding any other color. I'm just going to use different colors for the leaves that I'm going to add onto this page, and add in the days of the week and the dates as well. And as I mentioned previously, I'm just going to be using 2 colors for this particular week spread. So I'm going to be using red to color the leaves and add in different types of leaves on the page, and just let it be sweet and simple for just this particular spread. Now moving on to our next page where I'm doing something new. It's a gratitude log, and I'm going to add in 2 lines or even 1 line of gratitude that I feel on each particular day, and I've split the page into 15 rows on each side. So there's 15 on the left one, 15 on the right one for each day of September. I'm just going to add in a bit of color. we are going to stick with the same header layout that we have for the September spread, and I'm just going to add in the gratitude log in here. To utilize the space that we have on the right hand side page at the top, I am adding a quote that reads, "A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles." I'm just going to label each of the row as per the dates for September and then add in some leaves. Well, the gratitude log is ready, and now on to our last weekly spread for September. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to use 2 different colored brush pens for 8 different days. I have merged the weekend together because I didn't want to go over on the next page just for an extra Monday, so I've put in Saturday and Sunday together, and going to add in leaves and then add in the days of the week, the dates, and the week number, and we're done with the layout for week 4 for September. Finally, on to the last layout. It's the sleep tracker. So we are going to add the header and add in sleep tracker, and you know the drill. So we're going to have the page split into X and Y axis on the left hand side, and then you're going to add in your dates on the Y axis and your hours on the X axis, and you're going to track how long did you sleep throughout the whole day. And I'm going to do a quick flip through for the September spread. And thank you so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let me know in the comments section what you think of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.